Hello everyone! Alright, today I am going to show you an ongoing project that I've started a while back, but then I've had other ventures to work on, and it is of course the Formula-e, the Gen 2 Formula-e from Tamiya, the buddy you will recognize because absolutely everybody has been showing this online, which is of course a buddy that I really like. That's why I did the mini Z version for it, the 128, and as much as I like that buddy, I think the new car is a bit silly for my taste. It's really pricey. It's a $2,000 Hong Kong dollar over for a plastic tub with a shaft drive, and in Tamiya fashion, probably double the price in hop-ups before the car does anything, and it's a four-wheel drive. So I want to have an FE in 110, but I want it to be rear-wheel drive. And so I was thinking to do something with my F103 GT, which is what I had before as an LMP, and I used to do my first vintage F1 car with as well. But then I have now my new F1 platform. So I have used the F1 platform, of course, for the vintage 1950s car that I've shown quite a few times. So this is with the very large diameter narrow rims and the very big diffuser at the back, plus all the height extension, and it's using the Team Saxo F1 180 front end. And I have of course used this platform to do the long wheelbase F1, which I've showed quite extensively as well. It's missing a wheel right now, everything is fine. And for which I had designed, of course, that diffuser that I'm going to put on the FE as well. The difference being is that, of course, this is a F1 axle and F1 front tires with the bearings. So now this is a proper GT setup with the F103 GT rear axle and the F103 GT front end over there. So it's using 12 X all around, like a touring car would. And then I have one of my prototype long wheelbase F1 chassis on, which is the FR4. I have of course my aluminum pod at the back, servo mount over here. I'll have the battery in the center, and I'll have the ESC over here, of course motor in the pod. And then at the rear I'll have my F1 diffuser in order to have downforce, because I found out with my F1 that I think all the downforce really comes from the diffuser, mostly because I've changed from a tiny wing to a bigger wing and I've seen pretty much no difference in the grip that I have at the rear. So by the way, I have those only for mock-up. Those are the tires from my drift car when I use it on the asphalt. So this is the base that I'm going to use. These are the parts from my F103 GT that I've had for countless of years. I probably bought it when it came out, so I'm not sure how many years that is. 13, 14, something, 15 years ago, something like that. I have that old, I don't know what it is. It's a Tamiya front end. I think it's for the F103 GT as well. It must come with one of the kits to mount the touring buddies. I'm gonna have to do a much larger bumper with a Lexan sheet or some kind of plastic sheet in order to not damage the front of the body. And so of course now I have my longer wheelbase. Let me show you what wheelbase it is. Right, with the trusty ruler. And so here we are at 278 wheelbase. So this is proper long wheelbase, and so I'm going to mod the body quite a bit in order to fit the longer wheelbase. I already have the body posts prepared for the front and for the rear over there. So the chassis now is, compared to the body, gonna be super narrow, but I think I can play maybe with another skirt attached to the top of the plates. I don't know, I'll see when the body goes on, but I'm gonna have the wheel cut at the rear further back, like you see over there, and then I'm gonna see with this body comes in a million pieces, so I'm gonna have to figure out what I'm supposed to cut and what I'm actually going to cut. I can see the cut lines over there. but my wheel wells, the wheel I think is supposed to be somewhere around here or a little bit before mine, so I'm gonna see what I'm gonna keep from that, what I'm gonna remove. I'm gonna open all the front over there. I'm gonna design a bumper to fit the front and the nose over there, and then I will come back with more updates when I have the body all prepped and the chassis all prepped as well before I do some painting. Alright, so on that note, this is my Formula-e project with my SDR long wheelbase F1 chassis. Alright, I'll see you later, stay safe.